Yesterday, I posted a video about a Nigerian singer who's been sentenced to death for blasphemy against history's most obvious false prophet. I got a lot of comments from Nigerians who've witnessed Islam's impact on their country firsthand. Some comments are even from Muslims who want out of their religion. Let's read a few comments about Islam in Nigeria, and then we'll read a short passage from our earliest biography of Muhammad, which will show that this has been happening from the beginning of Islam. I am in the northern part of Nigeria, and we need help. They kill us every day, and you will never see it in the news. We protest, they arrest us. We are very far from human rights. I lived in the northern part of Nigeria as a child for a while. My mom worked there, and I eventually finished my middle high school there. At the age of 10, stones were thrown at my aunt and I because I wasn't wearing a scarf. I was 10. We just took a walk down the road to go take passport photographs. Something came to our rescue and screamed those people away. I don't know how they dispersed, but they left and the man escorted us home. I probably would have been stoned to death for not wearing a head covering, and they'd say at the end that we were prostitutes. All they need is a few male witnesses to just say that. David Wood, you won't believe the level of deceit in northern Nigeria. I live there now for over 20 years. A Christian woman was killed in 2016 because of so-called blasphemy. You dare not discuss this news in Kano State openly now. They have the right to insult the Christian faith, but no one oppose or question their beliefs. Keep northern Nigeria in prayers. God bless you. I'm a Nigerian and I hate what is going on in my country. Thanks a lot for this video, David Wood. I am a Catholic from northern Nigeria. An attempt to annihilate the remnant of my tribe, Tiap or Kataf or Katab, and the rest of our sister tribes, Jew, Takad, Sholio, Gworok, etc., is imminent as periodic guerrilla attacks are being carried out in our region, southern part of Kaduna State. By the grace of our Lord Jesus Christ, since God never forgets his own, David Wood and Sam Shamoon, please keep us in your prayers. Peace be with you. I'm from Nigeria, and I can confirm that this is true. It happens more often than one would think in the north, but it barely gets any media attention. Thanks for covering this, D. Wood. I'm Nigerian. I was just waiting for David to cover this story. It's barbaric traditions like these that hinder the progress of my country. And got 6 the record, Sharia blasphemy law in Nigeria gets applied to non-Muslims. Seems the only people immune to it are the wealthy and affluent. It's true, David. I live in the city where this took place. Many above this is happening to Christians in Nigeria, most especially in the northern part of the country, e.g. southern Kaduna. As a Nigerian, I thank God for Christianity in some other parts of Nigeria. Otherwise, Nigeria would have been worse than Somalia. But we have to be prayerful. May our Lord Jesus save us in Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian Muslim, but I want to convert to Christianity. Could someone please help me out? My name is, deleted for security reasons, and I live in Kano, Nigeria, the same state as Aminu Sharif. Heard of the news a few weeks ago, and I knew he was likely getting the death penalty. The song wasn't really targeting the prophet, but was interpreted to be a direct insult on the prophet because some revered cleric said so. And sadly, we're the kind of people that do not question clerics. That in itself is a mini blasphemy. As far as my community is concerned, I am a Muslim and I will continue to pose as one till I find my way out. But I believe Islam is the most fascinating thing on earth. I can't think of anything else that can make a group of people kill one of their own for simply insulting a man from a foreign culture whose people not only savagely killed our founding fathers, but also made us despise everything about our true history. I pray this piece doesn't get to Hispa, though. That's the Sharia police. Thanks for what you do, Mr. David. Think about this last comment. He said he can't think of anything else that makes people start killing their own for insulting some guy from some other culture. That caught my eye because Islam has been doing this for nearly 14 centuries. Ibn Asaq, page 675. Abu Afak was one of Banu Amr bin Auf of the Banu Ubaidah clan. He showed his disaffection when the apostle killed Al-Harith bin Suwaid bin Samit and said, Long have I lived, but never have I seen an assembly or collection of people more faithful to their undertaking and their allies when called upon than the sons of Keilah when they assembled, men who overthrew mountains and never submitted. Keilah was the ancestor of some of the tribes in the area of Medina. These tribes would unite when someone tried to conquer them. A rider, this is Muhammad, who came to them split them in two, saying, permitted, forbidden, of all sorts of things. Had you believed in glory or kingship, you would have followed Tuba. Now this is actually an epic burn. Abu Afak says that the sons of Keilah were totally reliable and loyal to each other and to their allies, and as such, no one could conquer them. But some random rider, namely Muhammad, comes along and starts yelling halal and haram, and he causes division and starts ordering them to kill each other. Abu Afak says, had you believed in glory or kingship, you would have followed Tuba. Tuba was the king of Yemen who had tried to conquer Medina in the 4th century. The tribes united and were able to resist the attack. Abu Afak's point is that it would be one thing to submit to a powerful king and to join his kingdom. But to submit to some guy on a horse who starts babbling about what's permitted and forbidden and then orders you to start killing each other, that's just insane. And what happened? The apostle said, who will deal with this rascal for me? Whereupon Salam bin Umair, brother of Banu Amr bin Auf, one of the weepers, went forth and killed him. He killed Abu Afak, who, by the way, was more than 100 years old. Notice, these guys were related. Abu Afak complained that Muhammad was causing the tribes around Medina to start slaughtering each other, and Muhammad's response was to order them to slaughter each other. Sound familiar? Nigeria?